Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing, man? Hopefully, things have been going good with you. Sorry if the video came late. I've been busy and stuff, and it's just been chaotic. So, I'm excited about 2/21/11, which did came out, indeed, the most exciting moment. And I'm telling you, man, this is what did tear the house down, indeed. So, let's see what happens, man, on 2/21/11. Goes nothing. Bullseye! Hey! So anyway, Monday Night Raw, they kick off with the promo from John Cena. He recapped what happened last week when John Cena was badmouthed by The Rock, which indeed The Rock did badmouth Cena. Nailed him a good diss to "You can't see me." So he did recap that, and then eventually soon he started dropping some expletive languages. Indeed he did, and which did tore the house down. So that's what The Rock did taunted. So he did trash talk John Cena heavily. And he decides to break fourth wall and talk about the doctor of Thugonomics, which indeed was the best moment, especially when he was a heel. I was blown away by that. That was very great. That was phenomenal. So it seems like John Cena decides to go back to his roots. Instead of his boring, goofy self, his goofy PG self, he decides to drop it then. Soon enough, he decides to get this out, and now he won't focus on beating the Miz, which he did indeed. So he did nail his rap, which was an incredible diss. So that's what he said.
Let me get my chain out for a second.
So he basically trash talked The Rock about his movies becoming a flop, being Mr. Tooth Fairy, and other movies where he's talking trash about the late movies he made and how he's been gone for 7 years. That's what he talked about. And then he starts dropping the A word and the D word, and basically that's how he left and how he loves the color purple. Yeah, he was quite hilarious though, because he's all about for the women and children. So yeah, a little bit after that, we had the countdown for Undertaker, and yeah, right there. And then we had a John Morrison CM Punk match, which turned out to be a little bit of a squash match because Morrison did have a knee injury, which was a good match. Morrison getting a huge upper hand. Morrison just doing very well, fair up upper hand. Morrison still surviving with that bad knee. This was just very inspiring. So he did some submission hold, which did brought him to tap out. No, he didn't really tap out. He nails his go to sleep, which cost him to execute. And oh man, John Morrison sold it even better. See, he sold it like for real. Like this is how you sell a go to sleep. He actually fell down more quicker, which that was even better. And that was just very amazing, phenomenal from John Morrison. So after CM Punk's victory, he pulled off a promo of his own. I think he did. And then he talks about Randy Orton fighting Randy Orton at WrestleMania. And which apparently it was a great match. CM Punk, John Morrison. John Morrison's a face versus CM Punk's heel was just a phenomenal match, and I thought it was great. So Randy Orton comes down to fight CM Punk after he said, "Oh, this is not a setup." And then eventually New Nexus comes off to fend him off, and he talks about WrestleMania. So hopefully this would be a great match. It would be a better build-up than It would have been a better build-up than John Cena and Miz. But John Cena and Miz can be a good match. You never know. If he gets surprised by the moves he pulled, if he doesn't botch, then yes, this would be a phenomenal. So he did try to attack CM Punk. CM Punk did fend off Randy Orton. He tries to run, and then he runs up 50 Willows. That was an incredible counter, though. So yeah, so basically this is a build-up for Punk and Orton at WrestleMania. Orton does deserve a title hunt. He should have been fighting Miz in his WrestleMania rematch, but that's not the case. John Cena should have been screwed by CM Punk, and then they should have continued their feud. But Randy Orton feuded with Miz twice, but Randy Orton did deserve a win, so that's what should have happened. But hey, you never know what happens. But yeah. Anyway, after that, Alberto Del Rio comes out in his first match, but then Kofi Kingston winds up attacking him, which was just oddly hilarious because his ring announcer comes down to the rescue. His personal ring announcer comes down to the rescue and basically fends him off. So it was incredible how the ring announcer comes down, strikes him with the mic, and then he gets very, it was painful. That's hard to imagine. Oh man, and then basically he starts beating him up, and then Michael Cole basically says, "Oh, when are you ever gonna learn? When are you gonna learn how not to stick into people's business?" Yes. So man, what a painful, man, that was just surprisingly good. Are they still trying to build up a WrestleMania feud? Because Alberto Del Rio should have won the Rumble if that's the direction they're going. But Alberto Del Rio should have been going for the Intercontinental Champion, not the World title. It could be Edge versus Christian versus Rey Mysterio, the triple threat match. But no, he's choosing the World title, and he deserves the main event at WrestleMania. So it would have been stupid if he was going for Intercontinental Champion. It should have been like Jack Swagger or Tyson Kidd or whoever. Tyson Kidd needs to go to SmackDown and start going for the Intercontinental Champion. This is hilarious. Not to mess around with Alberto Del Rio saying the dangers. Yeah, right. He's just smart. He's a very bright guy. That's it. He just knows how to get his way, especially with his stupid personal ring announcer. So the countdown 2:21:11, which was continuing to build up. So that's what happened indeed. So basically, the Miz pulls off a promo of his own towards The Rock, which was kind of weak because all The Rock had to say is "You suck, Miz," and the fan completely agrees. And then he talks about no, because he's WWE champion, and then he says his catchphrase. I'm the best, and I'm awesome. Yeah, but anyway.
Weeping like little girls over another man. That man was The Rock.
Oh, weeping like little girls over another man, The Rock, because I bring it now, not just bring it, it's I bring it. This is just incredible.
Watching The Rock electrify.
So this is a promo for the Riz. He just talks about The Rock and he says, "Oh, that's it. The Miz sucks." So that's what we got. So he fairly pulls his catchphrase, and he talks about him being the must-see WWE Championship, and he doesn't suck. So then he talks about his match with John Cena, which is basically a great promo. Miz has been pulling out some great promos on the mic. And Jay Marty, how can you not like the Miz? He's been pulling off the great promos, and he's been very alive, very charismatic. The Miz is actually great. And I think he cannot be in mid-card for the rest of his career, basically. But for him to main event WrestleMania, yeah, that's like far over the line. But I agree. Because he is awesome! So after that, we get an anonymous general manager saying that he's going to be competing for the tag team champions with John Cena. So basically that's what he talked about. So later tonight, we're going to have Michael Cole interview Jerry Lawler, which was going to be hilarious. The picture was hilarious. His smiling Lawler doing the... that was hilarious. So basically you have the tag team match. Heel Bellas. The new Heel Bellas versus Gail Kim and Eve Torres, which is just phenomenal. And after last week's backstage brawl, which basically got out of hand with Gail Kim defending her off. So Bell twins have been in bitter moods ever since Daniel Bryan. And new Heel Bellas are like the new Late Cool now, which apparently was very phenomenal. Bella twins just look very, very... They look like jobbers there, but then for a second or two, the Bella twins just really did a heck of a job. They hardly botched, and I can't say that they botched. Because mostly they weren't really dominating the match, really, to say the least. Well, until the end when another Bella twin come off and fend her off after a pinfall was supposed to happen. Brie Bella runs in, does the blade switcheroo, and that brought him to victory. So what a good 3-minute match, an okay 3-minute match. I was listening to the clip song, I'm good, and it was 3 minutes. So this was kind of odd. So Bella Twins pull off a phenomenal victory, which brought him to victory. So hopefully the Bella Twins teams up with the Usos. That would be a phenomenon. Ironically, Nikki and Jimmy and then Brie and Jey Uso, that would be ironic. But hopefully if they're working on that, and if it can work very well, then I'll be excited. They can feud with Tamina, Caldwell, Santino. that'll be a good build-up. But yeah, Bella Twins may be in the Diva title hunt, to say the least, for WrestleMania. That would be good. So yeah, after all the commercial break, we go back and we had the Undertaker's return, which was the huge final countdown. So after Undertaker's return, and then he takes his hat off and stuff, which he did indeed, we got also Triple H. So apparently Triple H and Undertaker had a stare down. This may be their WrestleMania match after Undertaker getting buried alive by Kane, Triple H injured by Sheamus, storyline wise. So that's what we happened indeed. So this was just, it was great. So this is what people predicted, Triple H and Undertaker. Everyone thought it would be Sting and Undertaker, but that's not the case. It's Triple H and Undertaker. I think this could be the best match of the night behind John Cena and Miz. So WrestleMania is going to be interesting. They always have to do something good if that's to happen. They always have to do something phenomenal. Like, they're going to have to put on some phenomenal matches for WrestleMania to work. This is the biggest granddaddy of all. If they screw up WrestleMania, the WWE is going down the drain. And that can't happen because it's been having so much success. PG's been having so much success. I've been hearing rumors that PG may be over after WrestleMania, but that's not true. It needs to be PG forever. Sorry to say that, but it's true. Triple H, Undertaker, just putting off this huge stare down. And then it turned out that's how they cut off the commercial break. And I don't know if they did continue after that. They continued to taunt, which they did indeed. And then that's how the taunt was continued to build up, apparently. So, after that, we had Mark Henry and Sheamus, which is just going to be a phenomenal match. It's just incredible. They pull off an okay match. Mark Henry pulls off a good upper hand in the match, getting some payback from what he did last week. Sheamus turns the match around, which was just a phenomenal. Oh! Chop to the knee, and then a double arm wrist buster right there. And then Sheamus was just incredible out there, I'm telling you. That was just a phenob. And oh, what a knee to the... What a knee bash right there. Then this is just a good upper hand. This match was actually good. Two heavyweights, especially Sheamus, who is a heavyweight, but, compared to Mark Henry, he looks very small. He looks like a cruiserweight, to be very honest, but it's not what we got indeed. But yeah, Mark Henry getting a huge upper hand in the match. And then Sheamus able to turn the match around, he tried to turn the match around with the exposure of the turnbuckle, but Sheamus turns around, he gets right into it. Boom! Whoa! That's what kind of excited me, because this was very good. It kind of brought it very climatic, because Sheamus gets brutalized by Mark Henry for the victory. That was just, oh man, I was just blown away by it, I'm telling you. This is a good match indeed, and it was just an incredible match indeed. So, this is very phenomenal, and Mark Henry did a heck of a job, and, this match was good. So, hopefully Mark Henry continues to build up, because I don't know if he beat the Undertaker, because he's been feuding with tons of main eventers as heels, and then turning face, he's like a mid-card status. This was pretty odd, but yeah. I was like wondering if is Sheamus gonna job? Sheamus jobbing now, or are they gonna try to rebuild him up? Because Sheamus looks like a joke after, ever since joining Raw. That's when I started liking him. But now I'm not liking him as much because they're making him look like a joke. So they laugh, but Sheamus walking by, he thought they were laughing at him because he lost to Sheamus. So, hopefully this feud builds up between Daniel Bryan and Sheamus for the United States Champion. So, they're trying to put him in mid-card for WrestleMania, because Sheamus did have a match with Triple H at WrestleMania. So, hopefully this feud builds up. This would be incredible. So, if they're going in that direction there, I would be blown away by that, but that would be incredible. So, this would be great. And on top of that, I was frustrated when Derek Bateman got eliminated. I was hoping Derek Bateman and Daniel Bryan, they do something good if he wins, and then they win the tag team champions. Gail Kim celebrates because of manager. Bella Twins get involved. They wind up becoming an alliance with the Usos. I would have went from there, so that's to say the least. But anyway, this is the biggest Mac Daddy of them all, and this is what I'm going to be talking about a lot. Trust me. This is going to be a heck of a, so Michael Cole claims that he's going to be a professional about this. He's not going to trash talk, badmouth Lawler. And he says, oh, if he puts his hands on him, he'll be fired if he does touch him and beat him up. So that's what we got. That's what the general manager ruled. So at the commercial break, Jerry Lawler comes down with this huge stare down when Michael Cole tries to ask him a question. He just stares him down, and that's quite it, because he knew what he said. Yes, you probably saw on TV, or you overheard, to say the least. And then Michael Cole asks some more harsh questions, more questions from his mind, so he starts becoming more heelish. And then he starts crossing the line about his mother who passed away. And then Jerry Lawler gets so frustrated, he decides to challenge Michael Cole to a match. And then he just... And then Jerry Lawler gets so mad, he decides to challenge him to a match, and he badmouths Michael Cole himself. And that's what he challenged. And so Michael Cole walks away, and he says, oh, I'm going to do my job. And that's what he said indeed. And then Michael Cole gets so frustrated saying, oh, I'm so sick of you. I'm so sick of you. Because Jerry Lawler says, oh, if you want to be a tough guy, you just prove it right here. This is your chance to prove that you are. Michael Cole gets so heated. Jerry Lawler did an excellent job turning the tables on Michael Cole. I was so blown away by that. That was just incredible. And he says, oh, I'm so sick of you. And then he splashes water at Jerry Lawler. Michael Cole ran like a sissy. That was just a phenomenon. Oh, man, that was incredible. Because Jerry Lawler turned the tables because Michael Cole's pissing off Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler turns everything around, challenging to a match, and then Michael Cole gets pissed off. Man, that was just very incredible. And this was actually phenomenal. Oh, man, my mind was just blown right there. So they try to build off the feud with Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole. It needs to be Jerry Lawler versus Alex Riley. Like, that's the bottom line. Or a handicap match, man. Michael Cole can't fight. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Michael Cole in a match. Are you really going to seriously go over there? Go there? Yeah, anyway. So, after all that shebang with Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler, we have a tag team championship match regarding them against Miz and John Cena. This match was very good. This match was actually a phenomenal match. John Cena and Miz are just an incredible team. But I don't know why they booked Miz and John Cena. They should have put Miz and Alex Riley versus the Core. But Miz just did an incredible job. He tried to do a taste of him being face and stuff. And, they actually did a heck of a job. Getting a huge upper hand like this was just silly. Like, how can the Miz dominate Justin Gabriel just like that? And then Slater tries to get in, and he didn't even break up the 3 count. So, was the match going to be over? I thought he was going to kick out, but no. That's not what happened indeed. So, after the rematch was crowned by Wade Barrett, and then the general manager requested that the match is on right now. So, that's what you got indeed. And then a little bit after that, we have John Cena, Heath Slater, kicking off the match. And then the Miz was just Heath Slater dominating the Miz. And then Miz was able to turn the tables on the match. And then John Cena, after he tags in, he winds up turning the tables, which was just, it was a good match. And I was surprised. I knew the Miz was going to, I thought it was going to be inadvertent. He inadvertently strikes Miz, and then they wind up fighting. Miz screws John Cena. And they thought that was the case, but no, that's not what happened. So Miz and John Cena began working surprisingly together as a team. And Miz winds up tagging in. This was a nerve-wracking match, the best match of the moment. And then right about when he's nailing the attitude adjustment, the Miz just gets up all of a sudden. He pretends that he was sick, and then he nails the skull crusher finale with Heath Slater on top. And then somehow Heath Slater didn't get thrown out or hurt. He just gets up like Kane, and then he pulls the win. That was a terrible sell of the injury. It was just hilarious, to be honest, but it was a great match. I like how it was evenly paced. Miz, fighting Slater and Gabriel was kind of fresh, and seeing him and John Cena team was kind of fresh. It would be stupid they won the tag team champions. Core versus New Nexus is what the match needs to go on. Hopefully that feud builds up. Otunga, it should have been the McGillicuddy Husky Harris versus Gabriel and Slater, but no, it's going to be Otunga McGillicuddy versus Gabriel and Slater. Ezekiel Jackson versus Mason Ryan. That would tear the house down. Wade Barrett gets to do his WrestleMania match against the Big Show. But they may go with Wade Barrett in Ezekiel Jackson versus the Big Show. That's what I'm thinking that may happen, which is just would be phenomenal. So, yes, this seems like this WrestleMania is going to be very good. Triple H and Undertaker's comeback was very big. This may be the match for WrestleMania. I think this would would save WrestleMania. John Cena, The Miz. Hopefully they have a triple threat match, but I don't think anyone's going to be involved. I highly doubt that. So, indeed, it's going to be John Cena versus The Miz, and yes, that's what it seems like. So, subscribe to you up there. Leave your comments below. Rate. This is my last review in this house because I am moving this Saturday to South LA. Wish me good luck, man. It's the Rendog Extreme, and I'm taking you to the extreme. Thank you. Peace out.